Good morning, my loves. Happy Tuesday. Beautiful day here at the lake. I know I'm going to be evil. I'm going to show it to you. High today's 95. It's heating up. Later in the week, we're looking at 105 and 106. And it's March. We usually don't get this until May, but here we are. This is an important topic. I want you to watch the video. I want you to share the video. And I want you to have a conversation at the dinner table tonight. It's that important. Too many people in this world feel invisible. They feel nobody acknowledges them. Their opinions don't matter. They don't matter. Their thoughts don't matter. They feel worthless, absolutely worthless. That's got to stop. And each and every one of us can make a difference in someone's life. And it's not hard. It is so simple. All you have to do, you pass somebody on the street, in a coffee shop, in a restaurant, at work, all you have to do is look at them, smile, and say, "Hi, how are you?" And keep going. That's it. That's it. That's letting somebody know you see them. You can say, "How's your day? How's it going? I like your tie. I like your shirt. I love your shoes. Oh my gosh, your hair looks amazing today." Any number of things that you can say and do. Sorry about the glare. But there's all kinds of things you can say and do that takes a nanosecond, but it makes all the difference in the world to someone. If you're waiting in a coffee shop, you're at Starbucks and you're waiting on your coffee, all you have to do is strike up a conversation with somebody. "So how's your day going? Happy Tuesday." If they say, "Oh my gosh," let them vent. Let them vent. Buy them a Danish. Just something to validate them. And you can say, "Boy, I understand. I totally get it. Kids, I know. Bosses." Anything. Just to validate their feelings. Do you know most of the mass shooters and people that, unalive themselves, one of the biggest problems is they feel invisible. They're not seen. They're not heard. They're not validated. All we have to do is be kind. That's it. I mean, it's not going to cure mental illness, but it makes a huge difference in someone's life. Gosh, this must have happened. I was living in the Ozarks, so it must have been back in like 1992, 91, 92. I was at the grocery store, and I noticed there was somebody in front of me stealing. They were putting cat food, because I always have cats, me and my cats. They were putting cat food in their, the little cans in their pockets. And I was behind them. And you could tell they didn't have money. They didn't have much of anything. They were very dirty. And it was sad. And then I just kind of went around, and I went around the corner, and they started to follow. And I spoke as I went around them. I said, "Excuse me, please. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to bump my cart into you." That's letting them know I see them. And it's being kind, and it's kind of letting them know, I know what you're doing. So I turned the corner, and I keep shopping. And they followed me for 2 aisles. They followed me. And I finally turned around and said, "Hey, is there something I can help you with?" I didn't say it mean. I didn't say it nasty. I was very kind. "Is there something I can help you with?" And they said, "No, you were just nice to me." So, "Well, honey, everybody should be nice to everybody." And they said, "Well, nobody's very nice to me." And I said, "Well, I'm really sorry. But while we're on the topic of nice, I saw what you were putting in your pockets, and that's not very nice to the grocery store." Tears in their eyes, and they said, "I'm sorry, I don't have money, I don't have food, I can't feed my kids." I said, "Well, I think we might be able to fix that. Take your stuff out of your pockets." I got them one of the little baskets. They had some stuff in those pockets now, and they put it in. We got them some Kraft macaroni and cheese and some hot dogs and the usual cheap stuff. Enough to feed their family for about a week. Wasn't that big a deal. I think it came to $20. That was in the 90s. It wasn't that big a deal. And they had tears in their eyes. They kept thanking me. I said, "No, sweetheart, everybody goes through bad times. There for the grace of God go I." I mean, seriously, you never know on, blink of an eye what's going to happen. It can happen. Look at the stock market crash in the 20s. Billionaires were jumping out of windows because they lost everything. Hurricanes hit, floods hit, tornadoes hit, fires. Life happens. You don't know when you're going to need help. So be the first one there to help somebody without judgment, without condemning them, without making fun of them. Just do it. And I said, you can go over, to the state office and apply for state assistance. It's there. They were too proud to do this. My family's never. Well, that's the past, honey, and this is now. And your kids are the most important thing. Taking care of those babies, taking care of you. That has to go before your pride. And we're standing in the aisle talking. Now, this is a really small town in the Ozark. Everybody knows everybody. I was relatively new there. And the manager walked by and spoke. And I said, can you come here just a second? They said, is there a problem? Because I guess this person has been a problem in the past. I said, just the opposite. I'm going to kind of speak out of turn here. Is there any way you could give this, I'm not going to say if it's a guy or a girl, a job? Could they be a stock person, could they bag groceries? Is there something they could do? And they kind of looked at him like, I don't know. I said, please, just give them a chance. They could work, in the back, unboxing, whatever. And this individual, okay, it's a guy, looked at him and said, would you do that for me? And I was kind of looking at the manager like, yeah, you're going to do this. And he said, let's go talk. Okay. And I said, by the way, took some money out of my wallet, handed it to the manager, handed him $40. And I said, this is for the groceries. Let him keep the change, okay? He's going to need it. He might need gas. I walked away. Did my groceries, got out of there. Not that big a deal. A few weeks later, I'm back. And I ran into this person wearing an apron, stocking shelves. I was just nice. That's it. It just started out being nice. That's all it was. Just letting somebody know, I see you. I understand your problem. That's it. It made a difference. What if today you were nice to somebody? That's all. That's it. Just give them a compliment. Let them know they're there. You understand. Listen to them. And I want you tonight at the dinner table to have the conversation with your kids. Because kids can be just vicious little shits, and I'm right. They pick on each other. They say horrible, mean, hurtful things. Honey, it's not a child's fault their parents are poor. Their parents are from another country. You're born where you're born. You move where you move. You're a child. You don't have a lot of say in the situation. Teach your child to be empathetic and sympathetic and compassionate and understanding, to be a friend to everyone. And if somebody's being bullied, step in and say, hey, come on, that's my friend. Don't do that. Just teach your child to be nice. Accept people for who they are as they are. Be kind. And for those people, and I get these notes all the time, drives me crazy. They start in with, well, if they only knew God, if they only did this, if they only did that. Honey, be an example. Don't preach to the masses. Live your life by example so somebody can say, oh my gosh, look at this person. And they will come up to you and say, how do you do it? Then you, testify. You give your testimony, whatever it's called. That's when you do that. Don't start shoving religion down people's throats. Live your life by example. My opinion. Lift someone up today. Let them know they are seen, they are heard, they are validated. They are not forgotten. If it's a homeless person on the street, I am reluctant to give them money because it can go for drugs or alcohol. I'm not going to do that. But you can pick up a Happy Meal and take it to them. You can make a sandwich and take it to them. If you're where it's currently snowing, you can take them a blanket and a pair of socks. If they're living in a car, you can see what they need. Maybe you can help them get into a cheap motel for a couple of days if they have kids. There are things that you can do to help. And that's all I'm asking. Right now, people are running out of food. Their SNAP benefits have been ended. People are in an absolute panic. They're losing their homes, their apartments. It's horrible. And all I'm asking you to do is give a damn. That's it. When the government doesn't care, it's up to us. It's up to each and every one of us to step up and take care of each other. People want to talk about being a Christian. Put your money where your mouth is. As I recall, Jesus never turned anybody away. You know? Put your money where your mouth is. Live it. Don't preach it. Live it. We are here to help each other, to lift each other up, to encourage each other, nurture each other, and support each other. Lord knows I have gone through horrible times, but who hasn't? Lift each other up, care about each other. It's on us, each and every one of us. Just saying.